This is Fox 5 News at 10.
Outrageous. That is how some vets of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars describe the treatment of returning warriors suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, inspiring the U.S. Senate to declare today PTSD Awareness Day. Now, according to experts, 30% of Vietnam vets suffered from PTSD, 10% of Gulf War vets, and now up to 20% of all vets of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. Fox 5's Bob Barnard reports.
Before, I used to get angry at every little thing. I used to be in the hospital bed, and you would just turn on the light switch. I would just go off on you.
Army Sergeant Juan Alcivar has suffered from post-traumatic stress from the time he was shot in the leg in Iraq 5 years ago. The sniper's bullet shattered his femur. It's still there in his leg, which has healed. The PTSD, that's a work in progress.
It is treatable as long as you just take it one step at a time.
Sergeant Alcivar says there are different ways to begin the process of healing.
For me, it was doing bike rides and getting out there and meeting more people and talking with people and stuff like that. That was a very big part in actually talking to people and letting them know about, hey, you know, I'm going through this.
It's estimated 1 in 5 Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans are suffering from PTSD, which some vets say is still misunderstood.
You know, I always tell people, you know, if you got shot, would you just walk around with a bullet hole in your chest? No, you wouldn't. You'd go get treatment. You'd get it fixed. And it's the same thing with invisible injuries.
In past wars, they called them shell-shocked or suffering from battle fatigue.
We have a problem with mental health stigma in this country. We don't talk about it. We don't look at it the same way we look at physical wounds. It's not something that we're all aware of.
But Sergeant Alcivar says treatments at Walter Reed, where he now works with other wounded warriors, is getting better.
From when I first got there to now, it's just remarkable. Their treatment facility is just top-notch, and the doctors there are amazing at what they do.
But Tom Tarantino of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America says the VA needs to pay a lot more attention to PTSD.
If we're going to start surging Afghanistan veterans home and we're going to start shutting down Iraq, we're just at the very beginning of a long, long journey home from these, 100,000 plus veterans that are still out there, and they're going to be coming back for the next few years.
Bob, we hear so many stories of veterans who have gone through this, lived through this. Some of them didn't make it. They committed suicide. I mean, why did they choose today as PTSD Awareness Day?
Well, because of the suicide of a North Dakota Army National Guardsman named Joe Beal. He served 2 tours in Iraq, and his company, his brigade, wanted to publicize this. And the North Dakota Democratic Senator Kent Conrad heard about this, made this resolution. It passed unanimously. Today, June 27th, is that Sergeant Joe Beal's birthday. That's why they chose today.
Well, hopefully they will continue the awareness, because clearly, as we heard, they need a lot more help, and the military needs to do more to treat them as they come home. So, thank you, Bob.